time on Apollo Justice Ace Attorney.
Why would Lamiror be in the ventilation system?
I am sorry, I never imagined it would become such an important point.
Yes. Well, why the heck were you up there?
Cannot say.
Surprise.
I am bound to secrecy on this matter.
If I can prove why she was up there, she'll have to admit it.
But how are you going to do that? She was singing on the stage, Apollo. She couldn't have been up above the ceiling, too.
I'm still a little confused. There was very little time between when she disappeared and when she reappeared. How could she do it so fast? Especially if she stopped to hear the shooter's voice.
A series of pulleys and skateboards.
It's a freaking Wallace and Gromit contraption.
Oh, there's actually a little tiny car. A little tiny Formula One car. And she like drops into it and then...
There is an emergency exit in the backstage where a stagehand waited. From there, one can enter the forum on the opposite side from the stage. The plan was for me to move there in 2 minutes.
Lamiror disappears on the video for 20 seconds. But she says she made the trip in 2 minutes. How?
If you want my professional opinion, I bet the answer's right there in that video.
The brooch is gone when she reappears. So there's the brooch. Go on. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
Hope you all like this song. Ooh, it's a doozy. It should be between her hair thingies.
It's not there.
It's not.
He's
there.
gone.
There can be only one explanation. The Lamiror we see before the vanishing act and the Lamiror we see after are two different people.
Oh, God, stop.
The switch happened before the tower rose, so you weren't on the stage. But this fake Lamiror is still singing.
Mr. Gavin expressed a dislike for recordings, so I used this.
Wait, so you were singing the whole time? Even when you were crawling above the ceiling toward the backstage?
Wouldn't the shooter and victim have heard?
That dressing room was fitted with a large speaker playing a direct feed from the stage.
So Lamiror singing in the ceiling sounded just like Lamiror singing over the speaker.
When I heard the noise, gunshots, it startled me, so I stopped singing.
Forehead! That mixing board I lent you, where is it?
The song does stop there. The lyric sheet. See where it says, pleasure, pleasure? The crime didn't happen during the third set. It happened during the second, during Lamiror's ballad. Which means that Daryan Crescent could have done it.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Disillusion Plays Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, where we play the games and do the voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Taylor.
There's Taylor.
Yeah.
And let's hop on in.
No.
Well, that's just rubbish.
I-
That's poor content there. We're not going to do anything.
The thing.
It's bad content.
Did you change the game audio to the thingy?
Yes, Taylor, I did. Thank you for making sure. Like, it's okay. Don't worry. Everyone can have a little peek behind the curtain there of forgetful Pete. Don't worry.
Okay.
But yes, it is. We are recording the correct audio.
And we're actually recording
We are actually recording the episode.
Good. We don't want to lose another one to the archive.
No.
to the void.
Well, it's not lost. It just becomes. It's just not recorded. It's not lost if it's not there.
Wow, Mr. Killjoy over here.
I think Taylor referred to it as Buzz
Buzzkill.
Killington.
Buzz Killington.
Buzz Killington.
Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crescent?
Oh, I forgot he is in it now. Okay.
In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time.
Oh, goody.
Very well.
Might I add, I don't believe any of this. Daryan was the first detective I ever worked with.
I think that's called a conflict of interest, Mr. Stinky Prince. You copy the prosecutor.
Hey, actually, she's right.
Pipe down from the peanut gallery.
I studied law through Daddy. My proxy.
And your daddy
did?
studied law through a 3-page law textbook that his mentor gave him.
Hey, he's more successful than you.
A flyer.
And he doesn't smell.
It was in a flyer that he found in a puddle in a car park as he was coming home from the local Target.
No, actually, it's the Brian Butterfield thing where it's
Oh,
like,
God.
but give me a chance. I have bought a book on law, and I promise to read through it on my next holiday. We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs Division 3. But his guitar playing, it fires my imagination.
That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand. Correct?
Oh, I know. Hair forehead.
Very well. Call the final witness to the stand. Detective Daryan Crescend.
Yeah, I
It's
forgot.
a little optimistic.
We joked about the idea of basically me cross-examining myself last episode,
yes,
and
yes.
then it didn't happen. And here we are.
Here we are. Prepare your vocal cords.
Prepare your stuff.
Name and occupation, please.
Daryan Crescend. Crescend? Daryan Crescend.
Good God, Daryan.
Detective.
Try to act.
You done? Criminal Affairs, Division 3. That's the International Affairs. Differs?
Differs.
Oh, it begins.
It seems
Moments
that his
in.
hair is making his brain elongate and
It's,
it's getting further away from me.
His brain,
Making him dumber.
The brain's got the signals take longer to reach the rest of his body.
Nearly poked my bloody eye out
Although,
with that
to be
thing.
fair, the very idea that his head's actually that shape and the hair is just covering
my
his
God.
misshapen head is very unfortunate.
Oh God,
Poor
like the
guy.
bald Goku picture where it's just like he's got the spikes on his head.
Or,
Oh no.
or like Toad.
Oh my, do you know I was thinking of that one? And I didn't want to because that is nightmare fuel.
Just the idea that
Absolute nightmare
that is
fuel.
actually his head.
Oh.
Okay. That's the International Affairs Division, for those of you who didn't know. And I'm a guitarist for the Governors. Maybe you've heard of us.
You fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today.
Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner. You gave me your word I wouldn't be standing here.
The situation's changed, Daryan. And don't call me partner.
So much for old friends. I see what you're doing, Daryan. You're pressing the prosecution. Your Honor, if we could begin the trial?
Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony.
Actually, Hair Forehead, the trial began quite a while ago. It's
Oh,
really more
shut it!
resuming the trial.
If the defense and the prosecution are going to continue bickering, I'm going to bang your heads together and then hit you with my gavel.
Don't threaten.
Oh,
don't
well, that's
threaten him
not
with
fair.
a good
He's got
time.
so much empty space in there, and his forehead is so large, he's obviously going to have
Yes,
an
and well,
advantage and a
maybe that
headbang.
would be an advantage because
Listen.
it would knock you out and shut you up from arguing.
You can't knock him on the head. It might actually make it so he can play guitar.
That's a good point. Damn. You may begin with your response to Lamoureux's testimony. If, in fact, you have anything to say about it.
Oh, I got plenty to say. Lying must be a national pastime in Virginia. And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice. Ha!
Wow, he's even more stinkier than Mr. Gavin.
Well, he hasn't
Probably
taken
all
his...
the pomade that he uses in his hair.
I was thinking he's probably not taken that outfit off for a few days. It's going to be pretty sweaty in there, I would have thought. Conventional methods are out the window, huh?
Apollo, I'm just gonna say something. He must have some extra strong hairspray on his hair. I wouldn't light the igniter too close to him if I were you. He
I'm
might
not-
spontaneously combust.
I'm not planning on doing, but thanks for the little tidbit there.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the little word of warning. Here goes nothing. All right. All right. The Diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she never heard my voice. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots? As if. Didn't Detective Emma Skye hear those gunshots during the third set anyway?
That's a good point.
The shooting took place when I was on stage, man!
Oh,
What
that
is
must be where
happening
the
with this
igniter came in.
So you claim Lamoureux's testimony was a lie?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I dig what she's doing. trying to protect that kid. And she's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind.
You go too far, Daryan.
Look, all I'm saying is you've got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective?
Detective Sky? I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
He didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. I can't do this with Lamoureux's testimony alone. I'll have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place.
It's gotta have something to do with the igniter, surely. Because that was in the room.
I mean, you'd think so.
And it could trigger a...
Are we going to engage in our usual pastime of pressing everything?
I guess so. I mean, I think I might know what it is, but I think we might need a bit more.
Well, come on, Sarah. What do you think it is?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm just thinking it's got, it's got to have something to do with that igniter, because didn't we have it updated that it was like a firecracker or something?
It was connected to a firecracker.
Which
good question on if it
could
was...
explain the...
Oh, we found the firecracker, that was it. Yes, we've not had the link between the igniter and the firecracker yet. We just made that assumption ourselves.
Okay, it's probably a banana situation then that I'm doing now.
Yeah, I think we're not quite there yet.
My goodness.
No, I feel like we probably have to press, but like I feel that would then explain why Emma and Apollo heard the shots during the third set, because obviously it was to mislead, because we know now that it happened during the second set.
Yeah.
So.
Hold it! You don't have any proof she was lying. Oh yeah, kid? You saying I lied? No. I'm just saying,
Apollo! Glare back at him!
Okay.
Like this.
It's not working. It's not working.
Come on, Apollo. You could try harder than that.
No, I couldn't help it. I flinched by reflex. Detective Crescend! Yeah? What do you want? What do you want? Nothing.
Apollo! Chin up. Back straight. You're wilting.
No, it's called sweating, Trucy.
No, wilting.
Oh, this guy's hard as nails. He makes Walkie look downright cooperative. Look, there's no way the Diva remembers my voice. In the first place, she never heard my voice. Hold it! You never talked to her? Even though you were playing in the same concert? Not a word, as far as I can recall.
Is that where the earpiece comes in, though? Because
maybe.
she will have heard his voice.
Yeah.
But weren't there planning sessions or something? Gavin took care of all that himself.
Daryan wasn't involved in any of the meetings with her.
As if you can just go around remembering everyone's voice like that anyway. Only an idiot would believe that. Lamoureux's hearing is very sensitive. She could remember him if she heard him, I'm sure of it. Just can't prove it. And I need proof.
Okay, it must be the headset then.
I think it probably has to be. Because, yeah. Well, I mean, again, could be a banana situation, but that would be how she heard his voice previously.
Objection!
Nope.
This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor.
How exactly are the evidence and the statement just now related?
Well, it made sense in my head. They aren't, are they?
Okay.
Nope, not at all.
But it made so much sense.
Mr. Justice, please think the facts over before making accusations.
I did! I spoke with my inner voices!
Bailiff,
I
I
mean,
think we might need the men in white coats
My
here.
inner voices of Pete, Sarah, and Taylor?
Who the hell are they?
They're my inner voices! I don't
Oh,
think
dear.
that won me any points with the judge.
Okay.
Alrighty, so it's not that.
Tail is stupid.
I mean, that's a given.
No, really? Come on.
Hold it! We know she missed the words. The mixing board proved it. Did I say missed the words? Mixed the words? Hang on, what was that, sorry?
No, missed the words.
Missed the words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah? There was a mistake. But blaming it on gunshots is just a lame excuse. What do you mean? The mixing board proves what? It proves there was a mistake in the song. A miscue. So, she just flubbed it up, big time. That's all. She spins this story about a gunshot to protect the kid and cover for her own goof. Man, I'd have to hand it to her if she wasn't sticking it to me at the same time.
Daryan, watch what you say. La Mirror is an artist.
We're all artists, man.
She just flubbed it up? That's no small accusation for a performer of her caliber. Not like you.
She got to you all right. I can see it in your eyes. I tell you, most of her stuff is so pretentious, it's way over my head.
And that's a pretty big head to go over.
Hell yeah. I'm detecting a rift in the Gaviner's ranks.
Oh, are you, Apollo? How perceptive of you to notice.
Will you stop listening
Did
to
you
my
need your
inner
magic bracelet for that
monologue?
one?
Will you please ignore my inner monologue? Thank you, sir.
I mean, it's really loud. Nobody can miss it, really.
You too, Trucy.
Sorry, I just heard it clear as day.
Anyway, she's too close to the defendant. Her testimony can't be trusted. You ask me, I'd go with Detective Sky's story at the drop of a pick.
Didn't Detective Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? So did we have when... We don't know when the igniter was triggered, do we?
No.
No, we just know that this was found, but we don't... Yeah, we can't...
I get the feeling that there's gonna have to be something that's added to the testimony. I just don't know what.
Yeah, probably.
Hold it! Actually, I was there too. So I hear. Which means you heard them too, right? The gunshots. Yes, we heard gunshots.
No, gunshots.
We heard gunshots. Gunshots? Is that what you want, Taylor? We heard gunshots.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we heard gunshots. Neither I nor Emma actually saw the shooting, mind you.
I'm just saying, it was in quotes, clearly to indicate that Apollo was putting a facetious emphasis on the statement of gunshot.
You mean a little bit like what you're doing right now, sir? With your facetious emphasis.
Oh my god.
You're a facetious emphasis.
Your mum's a facetious emphasis.
Oi!
That's very rude. She's a very nice lady.
I know she is. I've met her.
I guess you and Lamiror got the same excuse then.
We know one thing for certain here. There were gunshot-like sounds that emanated from that room during the third set. What we must determine is whether those sounds were actually gunshots.
Machi heard them too. Remember he said he ran for the air duct when he heard them?
So, how do we figure out just what those gunshots during the third set were?
Oh, is it the firecrackers now then?
Feels a little early, though. It feels a little tenuous of a link, though, right?
Yep.
I guess go back and
could
try
we
the
try it?
firecracker.
We could. I'm going to press this statement first.
Okay.
But we'll go back afterwards. That's not the right
Pete,
button, Peter.
Pete, you didn't press the statement, did you, Pete? Now I've got to go all the way back through. Start from the beginning.
Bingo cards, everyone.
It'll be much easier if everyone just reads through and I can just get right back to it and we stop drawing it out. Everybody.
He's pretty.
Yeah.
I know, but you're talking,
Well,
and I'm
just
not gonna.
Just say it.
He's pretty eager to paint Lamiror as a liar, isn't he?
Yeah, because her testimony is basically our entire case.
Ugh, this is tough. So, what do we do?
I've got a few ideas.
Really?
I just need to find another way to prove it didn't happen when he says it did.
Okay, so we'll go to the last statement.
Hold it! That could have been what the shooter wanted us to think. I'll tell you what the shooter, that kid, wants you to think. He wants you to think that Diva heard me in that room. Gah! Oh, I'm back to relying on Lamiror's testimony.
As much as I'm enjoying the Daryan and Forehead show, there's no need for such tempers.
Don't make us into some comedy duo.
Oh, but you're so funny.
This means the Gavin and Daryan show's canceled?
Neither of your claims can be proven or disproved. We could argue for days like this and get nowhere.
Prosecutor Gavin is quite right. This court will hear no further discussion on this topic without new facts.
New facts, huh?
He's pretty.
All right, yeah. Okay, right, well, let's try the firecracker then, I guess. So, on statement 4, was it? Didn't hear the gunshots during the third set anyway? Yeah.
Objection!
Oh, Sarah had it right from the jump.
Nice. Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial.
What things?
The first was this small device.
Okay, to be fair, normally they don't actually put that crap together by themselves.
No, they don't. They
No.
don't. It's true.
That's the remote-triggered igniter.
Correct. And one more thing.
What are those? Remains of something burnt? Not another guitar, I hope.
Traces of gunpowder were found on these fragments. We have a report that it was something like a firecracker.
How did Gavin know about this?
What, you think Detective Sky works for you? I received the report this morning before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually.
What decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin?
I registered Daryan as a witness in today's trial. Just in case.
This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set could have been 2 firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control.
If I had a nickel for every time a firecracker setup was used to fake gunfire in the Ace Attorney series, I would have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
Oh my god, the hair.
I know, right? Wiggle, wiggle.
You got an active imagination, don't you?
Not as active as your hairstyle.
But you shouldn't say every little thing you think.
Is this Daryan or is this Pete talking to me now?
Your explanation there seems a bit too convenient to me. How so? So you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off? Right when the 2 witnesses came walking by?
Oh, that's right. Daryan was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. How would he know when someone was backstage right then?
If a firecracker goes off in the forest and there's no one there to hear, you get my drift? Why go through the trouble, man?
How do I explain this?
The mixing board? Because he missed a cue too.
Yes, he did.
So he was distracted by something.
Yeah, between that...
That was nothing, man. It was just this stagehand came by and I was checking out her tush.
Jesus.
He may not look it, but Daryan is a gifted detective.
Or maybe he was checking out Mr. Banana's tush. He was dressed as Lamoureux.
Oh, it's alright.
I know. You're thinking of something serious, and I'm just being
Yeah,
stupid.
sorry.
Go on, Sarah. What? Bring it
No,
back.
because he's got the headset was outside the door. But then he'd have to have. But whose headset's that? Oh, it could have been. What's his face's? If Latouche had one, he'd leave the headset outside of the door. Then he'd hear 2 people outside the door. Then he'd know to trigger the thing, and probably that's why he missed his cue because he was listening out for. Them at the door.
He was listening out for something on the headset. Yeah. That makes
Possibly.
sense. That makes sense.
Good gifted detective. Show any weakness and he's sure to find it, like some kind of aquatic fish that goes after blood in the water. The name is escaping me right now.
Right.
Adult shot.
He may
hate
not
myself.
look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man.
That reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself, and I saw something odd there just before the third set.
Something odd?
Oh.
Oh, would you look at that? If only we advanced the text.
A headset. The kind all of the band and staff members were wearing. So I guess Gavin is actually trying to get to the truth, at least.
Yeah.
That's right. We picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room.
Yeah, and it didn't send us off on a 40-minute side quest trying to figure out what to do with it, did it?
Oh my god, we're not bitter about that at all.
It wasn't that wasn't the headset though, was it? Wasn't that the
Well,
No, it was, because we didn't show the headset to La Mirror after we picked it up.
I was
So we
thinking-
spent 30 minutes trying to figure out what to do with it.
I was
Yeah.
thinking it was the it was the Switch, but okay.
No, that wasn't the piano on the stage. No, the headset was the one we picked up outside the dressing room door and
Look, it
went
is
all around the bloody houses and the district and the world to go find what to do with it.
it's known in the Disillusion Plays extended universe that I am the forgetful one. It's like it is common knowledge. So fine.
What if that headset wasn't dropped but placed? And what if it was turned on, just like Sarah had so adroitly suggested a couple of minutes ago?
Adroitly.
Adroitly.
Adroitly? It
Yeah.
just sounds like
Assumed, I guess.
I mean, I guess, yeah, I've just-
Assumed
I've-
earlier?
No,
it's a word.
no,
I have
it means
not
like
heard.
skillful.
Oh, okay.
Adroitly, in a clever or skillful way, he managed the evacuation adroitly.
Well, there
It
we
literally
go.
just sounds like someone going adroitly.
The English language lessons by Professor Taylor.
It's spelled A-D-R-O-R-T-L-Y.
These aren't the adroitlies you're looking for.
Oh my God, Sarah.
I'm not sorry.
No, it was good.
It was good.
You could hear what was going on in that hallway, even if you were out on stage. Whose side are you on, Gavin?
I'm on the side of truth. Listen to me, Daryan. There are no sides in a court of law. I mean, ignore the fact that Air Forehead is on one side and I'm on the other side. So there literally are two distinct sides, but in a more metaphorical sense. It really. Anyway, which is why I now turn to you, Hair Forehead. I have a question for you.
For me?
The igniter and the burned fragments that were found at the scene of the crime. It's certainly a possibility that they were part of a ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix and you could fabricate an alibi. But we're still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots might have been real or fake. We can't say. You've raised the possibility that the shots heard during the third set were faked. Now you need to prove the other half of the case.
The other half? Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove the thing went down in the second act, while our little piano player was on stage. That right, Gavin?
Indeed. If you can't prove that, then to continue this cross-examination will be pointless.
Well, Mr. Justice, can you prove the crime took place during the second set?
So that would be the way the
What are
Miss
you
Q
doing?
comes in.
Yeah, I think.
You better know, Apollo! Otherwise, we're through!
It can be proven!
You stuttered.
I did not! No!
You make it sound like someone else is going to come along and do it for you.
No!
Let's continue
Hoping your
with the
partner's father will fabricate some more evidence for you.
Hey! That's mean!
Daddy would never do that.
No, Mr. Wright is a good, honest man.
Yeah.
He just maybe did give us a little bit of evidence in that first
Apollo!
case that one time out of nowhere, but it's fine, right?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
All right.
Let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we? Witness, your testimony, if you would.
This isn't gonna be easy. I need some decisive proof and fast. Ha! You ready, kid? 'Cause I am.
Oh boy.
The shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, show me proof.
Okay.
I think,
Mr.
yeah, it
Daryan,
might
what
very
happened
well
to your
be.
voice?
I think it's going to be this.
Just
right.
wait, because that's the mixing board is for the third set, but it's like that doesn't prove.
Oh, is that what that is? Sorry. Tape record of the performance. What was this? What was the second set then?
Second set was La Rose.
Yes.
Right, and that was.
She did miss her cue, but that specific mixing board is for Daryan missing his cue.
Well, it was both.
See, this is another situation where I don't know what the game would do.
Oh, let's see what happens.
Oh, objection!
Nearly hold it.
It seems there was clear proof left behind. Right here, in Lamiror's song.
See, I was thinking it was just specifically for him, that one, but
Her song?
No, but the.
Sorry. One.
No, it was. I think it was both. There were
okay.
two missed cues on there, I guess. See.
Yeah.
I thought that the Daryan's missed cue was in the third one, but I don't know. I don't know.
No, it is, which then made me doubt if it was the mixing board, because the mixing board we picked up when, like, at the beginning when Gavin was peeved off because Daryan missed his cue and Daryan's like, "It was me, man," and then it turned out it was, and then we picked. That's
I think
when
it's
we
the same
got
board,
mixing-
though. I guess it.
No, I
it's just
guess
recorded-
but
it is.
the thing
I didn't know if the game was going to be anal
But
about it.
The thing is that you don't use different mixing boards for each song. You use the same mixing board throughout the whole thing.
fair, but this is an Ace
Wait.
Attorney game.
I mean, I'm
Wait, Pete. You mean to tell me that you don't use like a separate stream deck for each episode? That
Oh,
you
yeah.
Do you
we-
think I'm flipping made of money?
yeah, we've got like 6 roadcasters on the go.
No, we have the one. And we
Jesus,
use-
we're not
no.
that rich.
No,
we
you
don't
use
get that
one-
much money.
I'm not like one of these flipping audio mixer reviewer people who've got like about 10 of them all in a row going like, oh yeah, this one sounds better than this one. And actually this one's got really, really good performance.
If you do
Really
want to send
good,
us a free mixing board, anyone.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm also really happy with that. So, like, probably not going to use it, but yeah.
Any sponsors? Wishful thinking? Yeah, probably.
Her song?
What exactly is this device thingy?
It's a space station control box.
Really?
Yep.
A new variety of gramophone, perhaps?
Ah,
Jesus
yes.
Christ, Judge, how old are you?
The thing is, the reason why I don't get jokes like this is because it doesn't look anything like a gramophone.
So it's like he knows what the function of it is.
yes.
Yeah.
Which he wouldn't be able to do if he didn't recognize what it was.
Yes, because it doesn't look like something that produces music per se.
Look.
It just looks like something with switches and lights on
Look,
it.
they really just want to sell the fact how old he is. They just want to give him like mega boomer energy. That's all it is.
But again, by God, Buzz Killington has the chair, and he's hit the joke on the head. That joke had a family.
Come on. We just used this. And don't get me started on gramophone.
Gee, Gramps.
This device was used to record the performance part by part.
Part?
Part.
Art?
Oh God, this is going to take a while. You move the sliders to adjust the volume.
Sliders?
I'm gonna say,
Isn't that a pair of shoes?
I'm gonna be honest. There's no sliders on there. Oh, for God's
now
sake!
there is.
Yeah, when you
Well, yes, there are.
yeah,
Hey, you're just telling Porky Pies now.
look at the picture.
Yeah.
The sliders are obviously underneath.
It's just solid. It's just a solid mock-up.
They're just like it's
It's
you
a
know,
toy one.
It's
None of
like,
them move.
like the Lego brick with the
Yeah.
screen just stuck on it.
Yeah.
But I like to imagine the sliders are actually just underneath it, and that's where they are. So they are on it. You just can't see them.
You just have to lift the whole top up. That's just a fake top to get
Yeah,
to the real
well.
one.
Well. Each instrument is adjustable separately, La Miror's voice included.
Oh! But what does this prove?
According to Lamiror's testimony, at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to her song.
Ah, You intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might even hear those gunshots.
Exactly. I definitely knew that. Ridiculous. How are you supposed to hear the gunshots back in that dressing room out on stage?
Over the microphone.
Have you forgotten, Daryan?
The headsets are two-way.
We were all wearing these headsets.
Oh.
We were all deeply involved in our performance. But La Miror's headset would have picked up what she heard all the same.
Okay.
Then let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now.
Crap. Lamiror stopped singing when she heard the gunshots fired. Find that spot, and I'll find the gunshots.
And so, here we go again. Come on then, let's start playing.
There was one his vocals.
Right, so it's the beginning of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
I don't hear any singing,
I'm
God.
listening for... Where is it? The sugar...
Sugar.
Yeah, this is the
Pleasure.
one. Yeah, it's pleasure, right? So, this is the one. So, if we turn these down for a sec. Wait, so we should hear it on hers, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh,
yeah,
there.
yeah, you just heard it.
Ah.
Like,
Yeah.
Take that! Your Honor, listen to this part.
What's this? I hear nothing. How is this possible?
Wait, isn't Judge hard of hearing?
I could hear just fine, thank you very much.
Ah, he heard me thinking.
I saw what you were thinking on your face.
Herr Judge's hearing aside, I too heard nothing,
did I have the wrong slider
I
selected?
think you might have.
Oh, for God's sake.
leading me to believe there is nothing there to be heard.
Ah,
I think it might have
I
been
guess
on
that's the wrong spot. Oh, for
Penalty on behalf
No.
of all. On
No.
behalf of all who are hearing impaired, and do you bloody
you
mind?
braggart. All right.
You insensitive braggart!
Autosave? No, that's at the wrong bit. Okay. We have to go back even further.
I think you had two selected, I think.
Okay, so see your proof. It was present, the mixing board, objection, and then we whizzed through all this. Yes. Yeah, I made the mistake of like, I turned all the sliders down and then just pressed present.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's not actually, you're supposed to select the audio channel.
God damn it.
And you're the editor, Pete. You should be able to select the channels pretty easy.
Yeah. You shush. You just shush. Right.
There it is.
Take that! Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is the track with Lamiror's vocals.
I did hear something faintly there, yes. Why, it sounded like a gunshot.
What? This has to be some kind of mistake.
I believe a case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means La Miror's testimony was true.
Gah!
Damn.
Order! So, she was telling the truth about what she heard?
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Letus.
Well, what did he say?
It's over. Press the switch. Now.
Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire.
Detective Crescend, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it.
But why did we only hear one gunshot on the recording? Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon?
Lamiror was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. But then, as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again, and Mr. Latusse's life was taken. Well, Detective Crescend?
Once again, I am reminded of something. Our performance that day.
Your performance?
Our performance.
Your performance?
Our performance. Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too,
So now it's coming into play. Okay.
What is it with today? Problem after problem. Achtung! My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted, my guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about?
This part is off. This part is off.
Which is that? Second guitar. It was you, Daryan.
I was a little bit premature in my assumption.
I thought it strange at the time. How could you miss such a simple cue? At first, I thought you're stupid, or perhaps ignorant, or perhaps hard of hearing.
Hey,
but
man.
I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that.
I know your face.
Yes. Sorry. Sorry. My mind drifted off there to a gag.
Well,
You what? And Prosecutor Gavin, what are you getting at?
I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Latusse's .45 caliber hand cannon. Straight out of Destiny 2.
The Ace of Spades.
As we have learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. The kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder, if you're an amateur.
wait. You mean his playing was affected because he heard himself shooting that revolver? Ha! You're forgetting something? No, sorry. Ha! You're forgetting something.
Yes, Detective Crescend?
It's not a question, it's a statement, Peter.
I am a trained police officer. You know, I've had firearms training, plenty of it.
But,
And I'm a big advocate for guns in general. So I'm
Jesus.
big into guns. I'm no amateur.
Yeah, but that's not a standard friggin' size
No.
police issue, is it? Oh, whoops.
Police don't give you guns that are designed to blow people's heads clean off.
No.
Well. In America, yes.
But not in Neo San Francisco.
No. The standard sidearm issued to police officers is a .38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latousse, which suggests there was a struggle between killer and victim.
So the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean?
The thought had occurred to me, yes.
Uh-oh.
Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? Detective Crescend!
What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action has to say. Hey, you, attorney. Me? Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You got a little noise on a tape. Could be anything. And you have an alleged guitar cue miss due to a .45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin. I really do. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth.
Witness has a point. The defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescend. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it.
Hell yeah. I'm good at making crap up on the spot. Come on. Why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. This was that diva's first trip to this country, right? How could I possibly know her manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him?
He was an Interpol agent and he worked in the
Excuse me?
international
I'm
affairs.
in the middle
Yeah.
of reading my cross-examination here.
Well, you're guilty anyway. Simple reason indeed.
I've got a little tickle in the throat there.
Oh no, Pete's dying. Come
Oh,
back.
it's horrible when that happens.
Prosecutor Gavin. Is it the case that Mr. Latouche had not been to our country before?
According to our records, yes, not even once.
I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
Yeah, great. Now I need to find a motive.
Cocoon snuggling.
Cocoon. No, sorry.
Cocoon. Snuggling. Cocoon.
Alrighty, come on. Why would I even want to kill the manager? You want a reason? I got no motive, man. This was the deal. Screw it. Where is it?
Hold it! Her manager, sure, but Mr. Latouche was... Oh, right, sorry. An Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just have trouble picturing that big lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? And not a very good one, seeing as how he got wasted.
Oof. Yeesh.
That's cold, dog. Not that it matters either way. See, I had no reason to kill the man, whatever he was.
You want a reason? I got no motive.
Hold it! But that's the same for Machi. No motive was proven for him. Come on. He traveled around the world with that old fart.
Jesus.
He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his. He had
You okay, Mr. Daryan?
He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own. Ugh. More than I sure did. I mean, think about it. Hold it!
Jesus Christ.
Daryan, you're a detective with international affairs? Yeah. What of it? Even if this was Mr. Latouche's first trip to this country, you still could have met him prior to the concert. Huh? Or don't you take any international trips in international affairs?
That's right. Well, Detective Crescend.
That's your game, is it? Guess I'd better confess then.
Confess?
Yeah. It's a bit of an embarrassment, but I've never been sent overseas. What? But you're an international... See, me and Plains got a difference of opinion. We don't like each other much. I'm much more of a ferryman myself.
My condolences, Hair Forehead, but he's telling the truth.
What?
He's never set foot outside the country.
Oh my
I can
God!
guarantee it.
How can he be an international agent if he's never left the country?
I mean, between you and I, they say he's an international agent, but really it's kind of filing papers that have like an international name on them. It's not really.
You really are an ass, Gavin.
Well, I didn't shoot anyone, so.
As it turns out, my division has plenty of work to do locally as well. That's so unfair.
I feel like, though, you'd be in kind of a weird spot if you're an international police agent who it's like, all right, Detective Crescend, we've got an urgent case overseas. You're going to have to fly over there immediately. Nah, man. Wait, what? Nah, I don't do planes.
I don't do planes.
But there's literally a serial killer running loose who left this country. Nah, not going to do it. Send someone else.
Not doing it, dog. You did?
Maybe he just swims over there.
Maybe.
I mean, that's probably why he's got the shark outfit.
Maybe. So, you didn't fraternize.
Fraternize.
You didn't fraternize with him at all? At all? Okay.
That's all.
All right. I'm just going to slow down and just try again. Excuse me, son. So, you didn't fraternize with him at all during the concert?
Oh my God, that was just like nonsense.
Fraternize? Ha! I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk to that old Eastern blockhead. Now, the ladies. That's a different matter altogether. So, you see.
If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him?
Hold it! You sure about that? What? What? Wipe that look off your face before I do it for you. Listen, you try throwing out one of your wild accusations. I'll throw it back at you so hard, you'll forget what who you're accusing of what.
Hair forehead, perhaps it's best if you let your evidence do the talking, yeah?
I guess it's the cocoons.
It's gotta be.
Man, what evidence? That's what I want to know. So, he's using this motive question as ammunition, huh? Well, I've got ammunition too. Evidence.
Yeah, it's gotta be the cocoon because it's like, yeah, he doesn't necessarily have to have set foot outside of the country, but surely he'd know that there's a potential smuggler coming to the country that he's
Oh,
in.
dirty, dirty snuggler.
Cocoon.
So I think this one on him saying that he's got no motive. I think this is the one where we'd say you have got a motive. It's the cocoons, as opposed to say the last statement where he's like, "Why would I want to kill him?" So statement 2, cocoon.
Objection! Oh yeah, baby. Your Honor, take a look at this.
What's that? It looks like candy.
Egg.
Egg.
It's not. Don't lick it, please.
Oh,
Detective Crescend, ever seen this? Looks like a piece of candy. Which is
just
not.
copying what I've
I
just
was going to
said.
say, which is not me basically just saying the first thing that comes to mind, which is
Our
what someone
original.
else said.
What if it is? Oh, sorry. What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. Okay. Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings.
Cocoon? Ever seen one that color?
What color would that be, Your Honor? Every color under the rainbow, actually.
It is a variety only found in the Republic of Virginia. Nowhere else.
All right. But what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with a motive for killing Mr. Latouche. Does it?
It does.
Editor's note.
Wait, I mean, I think it does.
Apollo.
You don't sound so confident, man.
A cocoon.
A cocoon.
Cocoon. Is it one of those silky cocoons? The kind that you can make, well, silk out of?
Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative.
Curative? For what?
You're never gonna believe this, Your Honor.
Apparently, it is most efficacious at treating a disease thought incurable. So incurable, in fact, they decided to name it Uncurabetes. Uncurabetes.
Incurabetes.
Jesus Christ.
It is the only medicine of its kind.
Taylor, are you doing a bit, or could you genuinely not remember the name?
No, it's Incuratus. I know. I just thought
but
Uncurabetes sounded
Incubatus-
funnier.
Incubatus does sound funny.
Diabetes.
Incubatus.
However, it is illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Virginia.
Whatever for? If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world?
Yeah, I'm
let's
interested
ask
in this
Big
as
Pharma
well.
that too.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I just want you all to know that Labrellum Inc. is not responsible for trying to gently persuade the natives of Virginia to give us the cocoon.
Hey, it's that guy again.
No idea who that is. He does just keep appearing.
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering.
We looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet, if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely.
Oh, okay, interesting.
It's cocoon cocaine.
Oh no!
Cocoon.
It's
cocaine.
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 Is cocaine. Cocaine. Cocaine.
Oh.
A deadly
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Oi, Fred! Fred! Do you remember what you used? Was this the poison cocoon? Was this the remedy for the deadly disease?
I'm holding one in one hand and the other in the other hand, and I'm going to be honest, they both look the same to me, pal.
Well, that's just perfect, isn't it?
Look, it's not my
Bennett.
fault all the cocoons
All
look
it
the
takes
same.
is you just... it's just if you stir it anti-clockwise instead of clockwise, it turns into a poison.
If you stir it
Jesus.
anti-clockwise, the mixture goes blue, and if you stir it clockwise, it goes red. And so it's like, I just don't know.
It's also known as the pufferfish effect. Make it wrong and it goes horribly, horribly wrong.
Yeah, well, that's as much about... I feel like for me, if someone's like, listen, if this is prepared improperly, you will literally die a painful death. It's like, I'm gonna just get yellowfin
Yeah,
tuna
it's like,
sushi.
I don't need that.
I'm just gonna say no.
Yep.
A deadly poisson, in fact.
What?
There was an incident several years ago where some of these got out on the black market.
Oh.
It caused quite the commotion in the global community, though the media was kept largely unaware.
Intriguing.
All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export. One rigidly enforced by Interpol, among others.
With a license to kill and everything. You export it, you just see Louis Latouche with the gun last thing before you die. It's like, Jesus Christ. With,
Blimey.
Latouche and his flipping hand cannon.
Jesus. Interpol?
Interpol.
Interpol?
Right. The victim, Romain Latouche, was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescend, you insist on referring to him as a manager, but that is misleading. Romain Latouche wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent. So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country? That what you're trying to say? I'm saying that could well be a motive for murder. Murder.
Murder.
Murder.
So I was going to sell it on the black market? Make myself a pretty penny? Ridiculous! I mean, totally unthinkable!
No, but it's not unthinkable that you got it so that you could cure the Chief Justice's son from uncurabites.
Unthinkable, you say? Why?
Perhaps it is time for another testimony
Oh, God.
about this snuggling of cocoons business.
Snuggling cocoons.
Is that really what this is, Trucy? People are snuggling them?
I mean, they do look kind of soft and squishy.
But they're not, though, are they? They're hard. They're like plastic. Why would you want to
Well,
snuggle
I
it?
think the replica might be plastic, but I really imagine it to be a really snuggly pillow,
What, it's like a squishy, like a plushie.
like a squishable.
A squishable.
Or a
Well,
squishmallow.
I wasn't gonna name drop any products, but I mean, but
Well,
fine.
damn.
just Squishmallow or Squishable, if you happen to be watching this, we are totally open to a sponsorship. Just throwing that one out
Free
there.
plushies for all.
Smuggling.
About this smuggling of cocoons
Turn-
business.
We'll turn Pete into a marketable plushie.
Just grumpy face man.
Oh.
You too can have your very own grumpy face man plushie.
Need to let someone know that you don't appreciate a joke they just made? That's what Squishable Pete is for. Need someone to stare at you disapprovingly if you're not actually using your time productively?
Oh.
Grumpy Pete is there for that too.
Oh.
It's very mean.
Pete isn't always grumpy, bless him.
No, he's not.
Not all the time.
International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market. Too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in International Affairs. I know the deal.
Indeed. Interpol wants these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latouche undercover.
You kids think up the craziest things. But no way am I going to risk my life and limb.
just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money.
Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted.
According to reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky.
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
This is where the article is going to come in, I think.
This is the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm gonna find out what.
That detective's up to something.
They're organised, I know it. Okie he's got a memo about these cocoons. They're all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm an international affairs, I know the deal.
I think it's on that second to last statement is where we could present the first case of incuritis has been found in Neo San Francisco.
Yeah, I feel like it wants a press, honestly. I feel like we're not quite. The statement's not quite open enough for it, but. About the justice disease close to home.
Hold it! But wouldn't scarcity drive up prices? Yeah, and attention. Every gangster and his brother would want a piece of that action. Every gangster and his brother would want a piece of that action.
I actually want you to know that I have nothing. I want nothing to do with it. Nothing at all.
They turn your forehead into Swiss cheese before you could say objection.
Maybe we could get them to cut his hair, too.
Who's on trial here again?
Man, you so obviously know nothing about the market.
And that's a bad thing?
Don't even try to mess with me about this stuff.
Can't sell them on the blame looks too dangerous.
I just press everything from the start, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Hold it!
Yes,
That-
Sarah.
Memo! That's how you know about the cocoons?
Yes, sir.
If it's not lucrative on the black market anymore, but it could be lucrative in another way to smuggle them in. I don't know if,
I don't know.
they try doing it through
Is there like
legitimate means.
are there like different markets?
Or
I don't know.
I mean, I would
blue
assume
market.
lucrative in the sense that, if you were to get a cure for a high-ranking official whose son had no other cure except for that cocoon, you could probably get a lot of money.
Yeah,
Or, a big favor.
yeah. I feel that's where the newspaper might come in, maybe.
Oh, nice one, nice one! I'm running scared now! You had to know about the cocoons to plan this.
Just how well known are these cocoons?
The word cocoon is like losing all meaning to me with how many times it's been
it's like
said.
hope and despair in Danganronpa,
Oh,
right?
God. But how
Cocoon,
well known are
cocoon,
these
cocoon.
cocoons?
Cocoon.
Cocoon. We will have to find out next
Cocoon.
time.
Oh no.
We are out of time, I am afraid. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching. If you do like what we do, then please consider giving us a like, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. You'll be notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday. And in the meantime, we've got plenty of other content on the channel. Why not go check it out? Share it with your friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
And until next time, we'll see you again.
Catch you in the next one, everybody.
Cocoon. Cocoon. Cocoon.